Let's quickly talk about this Champions Cup final for Concacaf between Cruz Azul and Vancouver Whitecaps on Sunday. I am super excited for this match as a Concacaf club football fan. This one is going to be one for the ages. I can almost promise you that. So I'm here to give you guys my predictions and preview. Before I get into it though, make sure to subscribe if you want more Concacaf club content. Let me know in the comments down below who you think is going to win between Vancouver or Cruz Azul. And yeah, Vancouver have their first opportunity at winning the Champions Cup. They will become the first Canadian team to win this tournament. And to be honest, they have a pretty good chance of doing it, but they have to get through Mexican giants Cruz Azul, who are coming off an unfortunate loss to Club America in the Clausura, I believe. Right, I believe we're in the Clausura of the Liga MX that just finished. So they did get knocked out before they could reach the final there. But Cruz Azul do have a fantastic team, and we're going to get into that. Let's talk about Vancouver first. Vancouver are obviously the best team in the MLS right now. That goes without saying. Vancouver has been absolutely immense this season. They sit atop the Western Conference through 15 games with 32 points. And in fact, have not lost since March 22nd against Chicago. So Vancouver are absolutely lighting it up. Some of these players on this team, man, have been absolutely amazing. Obviously, Greg Berhalter's son, Sebastian Berhalter, has just received his first USMNT call-up, and rightfully so, because he's been, without a doubt, the best midfielder in the entire league. You have Brian White, who's been absolutely killing it. I believe he's 29. He's getting up there in age, but he's absolutely turning it around for his career for Vancouver. He's doing amazing. You have Ali Ahmed, who, of course, has always been crucial for Canada and Vancouver. He has been doing excellent as well. Tristan Blackman, former LAFC guy, has been absolutely killing it for Vancouver. And you just are stacked with talent for this Vancouver team. You have Ryan Gauld, who is one of the best wingers in the league, but has been injured for some time, unfortunately. You have Andres Cubas in midfield. You have Pedro Vite. You have Takayoka in goal, who I like a lot, and is that Asian representation there, which I do appreciate. Emmanuel Sabi, who is European experience and has moved to Vancouver in this offseason. You even have Jaden Nelson, who I think, it was in a rut for his career for a little bit and wasn't getting called up to the Canadian national team, but now he deserves a chance because he's been killing it for Vancouver. This team overall just looks really good. And if there's one team in MLS right now that I think could be Cruz Azul, it is that team. Obviously, Inter Miami have not been doing that good. LAFC are in and around there, I guess. Galaxy, I don't even need to bring up the Galaxy. I'm sorry if you're a Galaxy fan. I should not have brought them up. It is a hard, tough time for you guys right now. But yeah, Vancouver looks really good. But, and I'm sure you guys noted this when I said at the beginning, I believe Sebastian Berhalter will not be available in this game because of yellow card suspension due to yellow card accumulation. It doesn't look like he's going to be here, which is a huge miss. Now, this team has depth. This team has quality. And I do think that this team has the ability to bring the next man up and perform, I don't want to say the exact same way because it's really hard to perform like Sebastian Berhalter, but perform in a good enough way to get the win here. So that is going to be a huge miss. Obviously, Ryan Gauld will not be here as well. He might be coming back soon, just not in time for this cup final, unfortunately. So it is going to be just a little bit tougher. Now we can pivot to Cruz Azul, who Cruz Azul, for Liga MX standards, have a fantastic team. Now, if you are a fan of this channel and you have heard us talk about the Mexican national team before, you will know that I personally have a huge dislike for two of these players, namely Charlie Rodriguez and Jorge Sanchez. I cannot stand either of them, especially Jorge Sanchez. As an LAFC fan, they have also poached some of our players in Matty Bogusz and Omar Campos. I don't like them for that capacity as well, but they do still have a really good team. I'm not going to be that biased here. I'm going to give them their credit where credit is due. Cruz Azul are a top team, and unfortunately, it is very unfortunate for them that America and Toluca this season have also been very good, as well as Tigres. But Cruz Azul getting to this round of the final, it has not been easy for them. It definitely has not been easy for them. To start it off, they had to beat Seattle Sounders, which they did convincingly. It was 4-1 in the end. They had to beat Club America, who did beat them in the Clausura, which I'm sure they would almost rather do. But Cruz Azul did have to beat that America team 2-1, which is a very good for them. And to get into this final, they had to beat Tigres 2-1 as well. So Cruz Azul, it has not been easy, like I said. It has been a tough run, and they, I think, rightfully deserve to be here. They were that best team in that side of the bracket, and look at them now. They're in the final against Vancouver. What is nice for them is they do play this final at Cruz Azul's stadium. Obviously, this isn't their normal home stadium. They are playing here as a result of renovations to the Azteca, which has been that's been a long that thing for a long time. But this is still a very, very good home base for Cruz Azul. I say that because they haven't lost here at home. So they haven't lost at home this year. Now they're playing one of their biggest matches of the year at home. And I think that might be the difference maker if I'm being honest. This is a huge advantage for Cruz Azul here that they get to play this at home, which obviously has been a fortress as of late, fully deserves to be. And honestly, if there's one team right now in CONCACAF that could be Vancouver pretty, I don't want to say convincingly, but has the best chance to, I think it's Cruz Azul. They are in immense form. And obviously, that game against America is unfortunate, but that was their first loss against anybody since Tigres in February. Now we are in May, obviously. So that has been 3 months unbeaten. Cruz Azul are just absolutely killing it. I mentioned the players earlier. They have a really, really good lineup with quality all around, and a lot of players that are playing for their national team sides, whether that's Mexico, whether that's Poland, whether that's wherever. They have a lot of players that fully deserve to be on top of CONCACAF football. Attacking wise, they're very, very solid. Not as good as maybe other club or Liga MX teams. I'm sorry. They are solid, but not that great. At least in comparison to Toluca or America or even Nakaha, they aren't that great at scoring. So I do think that is one thing to note because Vancouver's defense has been really good. So that's going to be the battle I'm looking for: is the Cruz Azul attack and the Vancouver defense. If I'm being fully honest here, but defensively, they are very, very good. Cruz Azul do play with like a back three with like two wingbacks almost. So when need be, it goes into a back five. Cruz Azul's defense is very, very, very good, and they do not concede a lot of goals. So Vancouver are going to need to have their finishing boots on, which do they right now? Does Brian White? He is in good form going into this. So hopefully he gets the good opportunities and can slot it away. So I do think this is a very, very balanced game, right? I think a lot of people's biases are going to give them a reason to pick one over the other, to be honest. But this is going to be a good final. Now, you don't have to be a fan of Vancouver or Cruz Azul or Canadian and Mexican football, but this is a good one to watch to determine the standard of CONCACAF club football right now. Now, this is a preview and predictions, so I have to give you guys my prediction. Of course, I think the team that is going to win this, I'm going to give it to Cruz Azul. Not saying I want them to win. I almost want Vancouver to win just for the sake of Canadian football, because this would be huge for not just Vancouver, not just the MLS, but all of Canadian football. I do want Vancouver to win, but I almost see Cruz Azul pulling it out. They are in too good a form. Now, not to say Vancouver are not. I think Cruz Azul are just the team to beat going into this final. Vancouver, I don't say they need to prove themselves, but if you want to look at it this way, it's only been half a season. Cruz Azul have had the whole season, which does take into account fatigue as well. Cruz Azul is tired. I just do think they have the quality to overcome Vancouver, especially because Vancouver will not have Reingold or Sebastian Berhalter. That might be a big difference maker between whether or not they can win this or not. Yeah, I just repeated myself there. That is going to be a big, big difference maker here. And another big one is going to be the home field advantage, man. I think obviously playing in Mexico is hard, especially for MLS teams. Playing in Mexico is a tough, tough ask to do for whether that's MLS, whether that's a international team. It's a very, very tough environment to go into, and Vancouver is going to have essentially zero support at the stadium. Whether they have an away section or not, it's going to be overwhelmed by Cruz Azul fans, at least noise wise. So Cruz Azul will have an out and out home field advantage. Vancouver would need to pull off something crazy to counter that, and I just don't see it happening, to be honest. I think Cruz Azul have the advantages they need to here with those injuries and with the home field, and I think that's going to give them the edge and it's going to give them the win. I do want to put my ballot in for Cruz Azul here, but of course, let me know in the comments if you feel differently or if you feel the same. Just tell me what you think. Who is going to win this game ahead of the Champions Cup final? Now, that's going to be it for me, guys. My name is Elijah. This was Get in Football. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like. If you want more CONCACAF club football, make sure to subscribe down below. I already said a comment, so make sure to do that. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys in the following week talking about this game, see how it goes, and as long as it's a good game, that's all I ask for. So hopefully we'll see you guys in future videos, and yeah, take care, guys.